vintage projector ambience, cars arriving beneath sunset skies, drive-in movie tonight beneath the fading evening light, Cadillacs and Chevrolets parked in endless summer rows, popcorn scent upon the breeze, couples sitting comfortably, watching stories on the screen, like a half-remembered dream. The stars appear one by one after setting of the sun, and the speakers softly play dialogue from yesterday. You lean gently on my shoulder while the night grew a little colder, wrapped inside a blanket blue, sharing quiet moments too. Drive-in movie tonight underneath the starlit sky, where the silver screen and moon shared the evening all too soon. Every frame became a part of a memory in my heart, still alive beyond the years, through the smiles and through the tears. Some romances start this way, without planning any day, just a summer night and chance, leading unexpectedly to romance. Drive-in movie tonight still glows softly in my mind, like a reel that never ends, spinning through remembered winds. The afternoon was warm and bright, the piazza filled with life. Musicians played beside the fountain under the summer sky. Vendors called from market stalls, flowers colored every wall, and through the crowd she slowly walked, with elegance and style, a crimson umbrella above her head, like a rose against the blue. And somehow every passing eye was drawn immediately to her. The world kept moving all around, yet time seemed frozen still. The woman beneath the red umbrella walking through the summer sun, like a scene from an old Italian movie that never truly ends. The woman beneath the red umbrella, still wandering through my mind, like a beautiful mystery that time could never leave behind. She stopped beside a small cafe, overlooking the bay. The waiter brought a glass of wine as music softly played. The harbor sparkled far below, the church bells rang above, and every breeze that crossed the sea seemed filled with thoughts of love. She smiled while reading a newspaper, folded neatly in her hand, and for a moment everything felt perfectly planned. I never learned her name that day, nor where her journey led, but some encounters leave a mark long after they have fled. And every summer afternoon, when sunlight floods the square, I think I see her once again, still walking somewhere there. The woman beneath the red umbrella, still shining in memory, like a splash of color on a canvas beside the sea. The woman beneath the red umbrella, forever passing by, beneath the warm Mediterranean sky. The fountain sings into the night, the square slowly falls asleep, but her shadow lingers there. There is a place where the tram line no longer feels like infrastructure, but like a direction that has slowly dissolved into memory. The rails still exist, but they no longer promise arrival or departure, only the suggestion of movement that once was. The air here feels layered, like overlapping versions of time, and it feels like something is still moving, even when nothing is visible. tram disappears into memory, and distance becomes something inside the mind, and I follow it without knowing if I am remembering or imagining. The city fades behind fog and light, and every sound becomes softer, until it is no longer clear whether it belongs to now or then. Maybe travel is not movement, maybe it is remembering where movement used to be, where the tram disappears into memory, and nothing fully arrives, but nothing fully leaves. And I realize that journeys do not end, they only change form inside us, and the tracks remain, even when the tram is no longer there.
There is a state that is not quite silence, but something approaching it without ever fully arriving. It feels like sound has not disappeared, but has been stretched so thin that it no longer separates itself into recognizable parts. Everything remains, but without emphasis, without definition. The cafe, the river, and the distant tram lines all feel absorbed into this near silence, as if the world is still present, but no longer insisting on being heard or named. And it feels like sound is forgetting how to become distinct. Is not a destination, but a gradual unmaking of separation. Even thought becomes slower here, not reduced, but softened into continuity that no longer breaks itself into sentences. Maybe silence is not what remains after sound. Maybe it is what sound becomes when it stops needing form. That fading just change without boundary, and the world stays in almost silence.
He arrived one summer morning, wearing a white linen suit, stepping from the ferry slowly into the harbor's view. The sunlight danced upon the water, the church bells welcome day, and the scent of lemon blossoms floated gently through the bay. The cafes filled with conversation, the fishermen prepared their nets, while he stood quietly watching a scene he would never forget. Some journeys begin with a ticket, others begin with a feeling. The white suit and the blue sea, a picture from another time, where every road led toward adventure, and every day could shine. The white suit and the blue sea, beneath the Mediterranean sun, a story waiting patiently to be begun. He wandered through the narrow streets, past flower stalls and cafes bright, listening to distant music, floating through the light. The harbor sparkled endlessly, like scattered pieces of glass, and every smiling stranger made the afternoon pass fast. The sea breeze carried promises of places yet unseen, and every wave upon the shore invited him to dream. Years later he would still recall that first arrival by the bay, the white suit, the summer morning, and the sunlight on the waves. For some beginning, stay with us, long after they are gone, like the opening scene of a movie that forever lingers on. The white suit and the blue sea, still shining in memory, like a postcard from a vanished age, across the sea. The white suit and the blue sea, forever young and bright, a timeless Mediterranean story, bathed in light. The ferry horn fades in the distance, the harbor hums its song. Spring wind through almond trees, petals falling softly to the ground. Winter slowly fades away as the blossoms gently sway. Tiny flowers white and pale, drifting through the valley trail. The cafes reopen wide, chairs return the streets outside, and the rivers start to sing with the early signs of spring. Somewhere near the old stone lane, I still whisper your old name, while the petals drift like snow through the sunlight's golden glow. Every branch and every breeze carries distant memories of the days we used to know, many quiet years ago. When the almond blossoms bloom again, spring returns us to the wind, brown noise humming soft and low, like the rivers far below. Every flower gently falls, like forgotten little calls, leading weary hearts once more back to old Province before. Love may wander far away, still the blossoms always stay, blooming softly every year, like the ghosts of those once dear. When the almond blossoms bloom again, I will meet the springtime wind, and the sleepy countryside will remember you tonight. The ballroom overlooked the harbor on a warm September night. Its crystal chandeliers reflected 1,000 points of light. The orchestra tuned quietly while guests arrived in style, and every face seemed brighter with anticipation and smiles. Then Sophia entered through the hall in a gown of ivory white, and suddenly the room itself seemed transformed by light. Some names become a melody the moment they are heard. A waltz for Sophia beneath the moonlit sky, turning slowly through the evening as the hours drift by. A waltz for Sophia while the orchestra plays on, a dance that feels eternal, though the night is never long. The violins began their song, soft and sweet and clear. The harbor shimmered through the windows like a chandelier. The dancers crossed the polished floor like waves upon the sea, and every turn seemed perfectly in harmony. Outside the lighthouse watched the bay, inside the music soared, while Sophia smiled and time forgot to move at all. The years may take us different ways, like ships beneath the tide, yet every waltz remembers the hearts that danced inside. And every time the violins play on a September night, her memory returns again, wrapped in moonlight. A waltz for Sophia, still echoing through time, like a treasured melody, forever in my mind. A waltz for Sophia beside the shining sea, a dance preserved forever in memory. The orchestra plays one final chord, the ballroom slowly sleeps, but the waltz remains. mist lay on the bay as the ferry prepared to leave. Passengers gathered at the dock with suitcases and dreams. The harbor moved at half its pace, the cafes just awake, while seagulls circled overhead above the gentle waves. A whistle echoed through the air across the waterfront as sailors loosened heavy ropes and another journey called. Some goodbyes arrived too quickly, like summer rain. A kiss before the ferry left, a moment caught in time, a memory shining brighter with every passing year. A kiss before the ferry left, beneath the morning sky, a promise carried far away across the tide. The crowd began to slowly board, the engines came alive. The sea reflected early light like silver spread so wide. No grand speeches filled the air, no dramatic last farewell, just two hearts standing quietly beneath the harbor bells. The ferry moved away from shore, the distance slowly grew, yet one last wave remained visible against the endless blue. How many partings has the sea witnessed through the years? How many dreams sail toward horizons beyond hopes and fears? The water keeps each memory safe beneath the morning sun, and carries them forever onward when the day is done. A kiss before the ferry left still lives inside my soul, like a scene from an old motion picture that never grows old. A kiss before the ferry left, though many years have passed, the sea still holds that morning close as if it were the last. The ferry vanished from the bay, the waves rolled gently on, and love remained.
Time becomes unclear inside the cafe, not because it stops, but because it stops being counted. Cups are refilled without urgency, conversations drift without structure, and even the clock on the wall feels more decorative than functional. The river outside continues its steady rhythm, unaffected by human measurement. And suddenly, nothing feels late or early anymore. forgot the hour. Everything became softer in its existence, and I sit inside a moment that does not need to move forward to feel complete. Light changes across the floor without announcing itself, and shadows stretch and shrink without meaning anything specific. The cafe exists as if it has stepped outside of time without leaving the world. Maybe time was never fixed. Maybe it was only something we agreed to follow. And the cafe forgot the hour. Nothing ended because nothing needed to be measured. And I realize that stillness is not the absence of time, but its quietest form. And the moment continues without asking what comes next.
The water wheel turns slowly beside the village, not because it must, but because it has always done so. And the sound it makes feels like time being gently rather than measured. Afternoon light rests on its surface, breaking into small fragments that disappear into motion. The village around it does not rush, as if the wheel itself is responsible for maintaining the pace of everything else. And it feels like the afternoon is being held together by a movement that never stops. The water wheel kept the afternoon turning, not forward, not backward, but continuously. And everything around it follows without needing instruction, as if rhythm is more important than direction. Shadows shift slowly across the ground, and even silence seems to rotate with the wheel, returning in slightly different forms each time. Nothing here breaks, nothing here pauses. It only continues in its own circular understanding of time. Maybe repetition is just another form of peace. The water wheel kept the afternoon, and the village existed inside its motion without resistance. And I realized that not all time moves forward. Some of it simply turns, and it keeps turning long after the afternoon feels gone. The scent arrives before the sound, drifting through open windows of the cafe, like a memory that has learned how to return on its own. Warm berry pie rests on wooden counters, its surface still holding the softness of heat, as if it refuses to become fully present or fully past. Spring air carries it outside, mixing sweetness with the sound of distant footsteps and slow conversation that never feels urgent. And suddenly the whole day feels softer than it was before. Warm berry pie on the spring air, where even simple things feel like they belong to something larger than themselves. And the cafe becomes a quiet center of everything that is passing gently through the village. Outside, sunlight leans across the river in thin lines, and even the water seems to slow down for a moment, as if responding to something it cannot explain. People pause longer near the doorway without knowing why, as if the air itself is asking them to stay a little more than intended. Maybe sweetness is just time made visible for a moment. Warm berry pie on the spring air, where memory is not something that returns, but something that is always arriving. And I sit here without needing anything to change, because even this moment feels already enough. The scent remains after everything else moves on.
Fog settles over the city like a soft cover that does not fully hide anything, only slows the way it is seen. Tram bells ring somewhere in the distance, not sharp, but muted by the thickness of morning air. The tracks disappear into white space, as if they are leading into something that cannot yet be understood. People stand at stops without speaking, their shapes softened by mist and light that refuses to define edges clearly. And every sound feels like it is coming from somewhere just out of reach. Tram bells ringing through the foggy morning, where direction exists but clarity does not. And I follow the sound without knowing if I am moving forward or simply moving through something that will not stay visible for long. The tram arrives like a shadow forming out of mist, then disappears again into it. Doors open close and time feels interrupted rather than continued. No one seems surprised, as if visibility has never been a requirement for movement here. And I start to understand that seeing is not the same as arriving. Tram bells ringing through the foggy morning, where the city becomes something half-remembered. And I sit inside the movement without fully knowing where it is going, only that it is going. Maybe the fog is not hiding the city. Maybe it is revealing a different version of it. Tram bells ringing through the foggy morning, where everything feels like it is happening, and remembering at the same time. The sound carry me without asking where it ends. The fog does not clear, it simply changes shape as the tram moves through it.
The tram moves through the city, not as transport, but as rhythm, as if destination is no longer relevant to its existence. The rails exist only to guide motion, not to define it. Inside, passengers sit without urgency, as if arrival is no longer the point of movement. And it feels like direction has become secondary. The tram that never needed destination, where movement exists for its own sake. And I realize that traveling is not about where we go, but how we continue. Windows blur the outside world into gentle abstraction, turning streets into feeling rather than geography. Maybe arriving was never the purpose, maybe moving was always enough. The tram that never needed destination, where nothing ends upon arrival. And I understand that all journeys are already complete while they are happening. And the tram keeps moving without needing to stop. The day is slowly fading out. The church bells ring across the town. The sea is calm, the breeze is warm, as evening wraps the world around. The little tables by the shore are filling up once more tonight, with lovers lost in whispered words beneath the fading amber light. And somewhere from a distant bar, a saxophone begins to sing. When the harbor lights begin to glow and the boats drift softly below, the world becomes a golden dream floating on a silver stream. Every smile and every kiss feels like a scene of timeless bliss. Oh, I wish this night would never go, when the harbor lights begin to glow. The old men play their cards nearby, the waiters laugh and pour red wine. The melody of clinking glasses dances gently through the night. Bougainvillea on the walls falls like purple summer rain, while lovers walk the waterfront holding hands through narrow lanes. The stars appear above the bay like diamonds scattered on the sea. When the harbor lights begin to glow and the boats drift softly below, the world becomes a golden dream floating on a silver stream. Every smile and every kiss feels like a scene of timeless bliss. Oh, I wish this night would never go, when the harbor lights begin to glow. Stay with me until the dawn, till every song has come and gone. Let's dance beneath the moonlit sky like we have all our lives. The waves will carry every tune across the harbor under moonlight blue, and every note will softly say, some loves were made to stay. Begin to glow and the moon hangs high and low, every memory shines so so bright in the magic of the night. Though the years may drift away like sailboats disappearing in the bay, my heart will always seem to know where the harbor lights still glow. The sea keeps singing through the dark like an old familiar spark, and somewhere down the cobblestone road another beautiful story unfolds.
Late night jazz club ambience, glasses clinking softly. Welcome to the Velvet Lounge, where the lights are turned down low, where the piano softly flows and the evening moves so slow. Women dressed in satin shine, gentle laughter, aged wine, and the smoky amber glow feels like somewhere long ago.
The bartender knows each face, every story, every place, every broken heart that came seeking shelter from the rain. Near the stage the trumpet plays songs from golden bygone days, and the room begins to sway like a dream that chose to stay.
The Velvet Lounge remembers every winter, every spring, all the kisses, all the dances, all the songs we used to sing. And the music keeps alive those who never said goodbye. In the warmth of jazz and wine, far beyond the hands of time. Nothing modern enters here, only atmosphere and years living softly in the walls of this midnight music hall. The Velvet Lounge remains through the sunshine and the rain, like a secret hidden deep inside the city while it sleeps.
The river moves
seems like it is repeating something it has said before, though never in exactly the same way, carrying fragments of sound that no longer belong to anyone. Sometimes it feels like voices are hidden inside the current, not clearly spoken, but present in the way water shifts around stone and bends around silence. The edge of the city leans toward it without ever touching it fully, as if afraid of interrupting something older than understanding. And I stand here noticing how even stillness near water feels temporary, like it is always in the process of becoming movement again. And somehow what I cannot hear still feels familiar. Where the river keeps old conversations, nothing is truly lost, only reshaped into something softer and less direct. The water carries meaning without language, and I find myself understanding things I cannot explain, as if memory is not stored in words, but in motion. If I listen long enough, it almost feels like the river is speaking in a language made entirely of return, of things coming back without permission, but also without force. And even when I stop listening, the river continues, as if nothing has ever been interrupted.
Every evening near the square, a violinist takes his place beneath the lemon-colored walls and the fading light of day. The cafes fill with travelers, the harbor sparkles far below, while his melodies drift softly through the evening glow. The sea breeze carries every note along the winding streets, and strangers stop for just a while to listen quietly. Some musicians play for applause, some play for the sea itself. The violinist of Amalfi, playing by the shore, filling every sunset with something more. The violinist of Amalfi, beneath the evening sky, turning ordinary moments into lullabies. An old couple shares a bottle of wine. A child dances by the square. The violin continues singing through the summer air. The church bells join the melody from high upon the hill, while sailboats rest within the harbor, calm and still. The town seems held together by the music that he plays, as if every stone remembers 1,000 yesterdays. Years may pass and seasons change, yet every evening near sunset, someone hears a violin and never quite forgets. The sound becomes a memory that travels through the years, returning with the ocean breeze whenever it appears. The violinist of Amalfi still plays inside my mind, like a melody discovered and never left behind. The violinist of Amalfi, beside the shining sea, forever part of every dream and memory. The bow falls silent after dark. The stars take up the song.
We stood above the river, where the water bends around stone and light, speaking softly as if the current below might carry our words somewhere we could not follow. Your voice moved differently in the air, less like sound and more like presence that refused to disappear. The village behind us felt paused, held somewhere between morning and something that might become afternoon. And every sentence felt like it was already becoming memory, while it was still being spoken. We talked above the turning water, where nothing stays still long enough to be repeated. And your voice stayed in the air longer than your words should have allowed, as if the river itself was holding on to it. I remember not what we said,
but how the space between words felt heavier than silence. Like something important was passing through without choosing to stay. The river continued beneath us, unconcerned with meaning, only movement.
And maybe we were never really speaking. Maybe we were just listening to something that sounded like us. We talked above the turning water, and nothing was resolved, but nothing needed to be, because the moment itself felt complete in its passing, like a sentence that only exists while it is being spoken.
And the river carried it forward without asking permission.
This morning by the harbor wall, I watched the fishing boats return. The sunlight painted every sail with colors bright and warm. The cafes opened one by one as church bells greeted the day, and seagulls drifted overhead above the quiet bay. I found a postcard in a shop, a faded picture from long ago, showing the harbor just the same as it still looks today. Some places change with passing years, some remain forever young. A postcard from Portofino, written beside the sea, filled with golden afternoons and sweet old memories. A postcard from Portofino, carried by the ocean breeze. A little piece of summer sent across the sea. I wrote about the harbor lights that shimmer every night, the violinist by the square who plays till morning light. I wrote about the flower stalls and narrow streets of stone, the laughter drifting from the cafes long after daylight's gone. I wrote about the sea at dawn, when silver meets the blue, and every wave upon the shore reminds me somehow of you. Perhaps this card will never reach the place it should belong, yet still I write each memory down, like verses of a song. For every harbor holds a dream, and every dream a face that lingers softly through the years and never leaves its place. A postcard from Portofino, still resting in my hand, filled with sunlight, music, flowers, and footprints in the sand. A postcard from Portofino, like a melody set free, forever drifting through the heart, across the sea. The harbor glows beneath the stars. The postcard waits nearby, and another summer night begins.
There is a Sunday that never quite finished, not because something interrupted it, but because it simply continued in a softer form than time can measure. The cafe still holds its warmth, the river still reflects its light, and the streets still feel like they are waiting for something that never arrives. Nothing feels wrong, only unfinished, in a way that does not ask to be fixed. And it feels like the day forgot where it was supposed to end. A Sunday that never ended properly, where time dissolves instead of concluding, and I remain inside it, as if stepping out would break something that was never fully defined. People move through the village slowly, not because they are lost, but because nothing here encourages urgency. Even the light feels uncertain, as if it cannot decide whether to leave or stay. Maybe some days are not meant to end. Maybe they are meant to linger. A Sunday that never ended properly, where nothing closes and nothing begins. And I realize that sometimes the most complete moments are the ones that never finish. And the day continues quietly, even after it is gone.